What is up, geeks and geekettes?
Welcome to the Blair Witch Project.
It is I, Ted, aka Steady, aka I don't know what else, aka I need some sleep and some food ASAP. And this is the one and only David Lozano. What's going on, sir?
Coming at you at 1:30 in the a.m.
And we're
Pacific
still,
time.
We're still on our hometown time, so it's technically like 3-something in the morning. We just got out of one of the greatest events in all of cinema history, Deadpool and Wolverine. This would be on non-spoiler review, of course, because we don't want to piss off Marvel. And I have very few words. All that to say that I want to start this review by saying this movie is about nothing and about everything. And it was enjoyable from start to finish. It was a laugh-out riot from start to finish. I said multiple times throughout the showing, what are we watching? How did we get here? This is magnificent. All that to say, it was better than I could have imagined. Dave, your thoughts?
So, it's going to be weird to say this, but it wasn't a good movie if you want to look at it from like a movie angle, but it was a great Deadpool extravaganza. That's what, when you watch all the interviews and stuff, you see that Sean Levy, the director, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman are like really super close friends. It's like some really close friends wanted to have fun. And the comedy, the little quips, all the comebacks, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
But I think as a movie, I don't think it's like the Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2 type of rewatchable, like,
oh no,
it really flowed really well for me personally. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I gotta watch it again. Maybe I was like way overhyped, and I actually thought we were gonna get more cameos than we got, and we got a lot.
We got a lot of cameos
of surprises, a lot of like shocking
that we did not anticipate whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I'm saying the same things differently. I said this movie's about nothing.
Right.
And yet, it is about everything.
Yeah.
Under the layers, under the guise of this is a comic book movie, this is a superhero movie, this is a Deadpool movie, there is a massive character arc in here. There is a lot to
I did like
to
that.
take in. There's a lot of depth underneath the layers of absurdity, underneath the layers of silliness, underneath the layers of just fun and banter and gore and brutality. There's so much beneath the surface that I think it's beautifully hidden that this movie actually did take some risks. It was in my when we did our preview of it, I said, I hope this movie takes some risks with the characters and they try some things and nobody's gonna anticipate or.
It didn't feel like to me it was that risky. It was a Deadpool film, so you're gonna see over the top stuff that you don't see in any other thing other than Deadpool. But all the references, all the meta stuff, all the fourth wall breaking was fantastic.
Yep.
But I actually expected more than what we got. So I was actually overhyped. And it under-delivered in a way. But it delivers in a fantastic way. It's just, I'm not sure if this is going to be, like I said, as rewatchable as the first two. So.
Ratings?
Man, it's so hard to do it. Like I always say, I have to watch it multiple times to give a final judgment. But for right now, a cumulative score with the comedy, like I said, the dialogue, the jokes, the Deadpoolness of it all. I love Deadpool. I love Marvel. I guess I would go with like an 8.6
All right. I was going at a 5, but we'll make that a 4.3 for you.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Out of 5.
1 out of 5.
4.3 for Dave. And I'm not going to mince words about this one. Strictly speaking about the things they did extremely well, and just the fact that we were overwhelmingly entertained from start to finish.
We might have been the loudest people in that theater.
You and I definitely were. We laughed the most.
It's like, why? How are we the loudest people in this theater?
I think it's just because it's like 1 a.m. and some people are already tired.
Well, I mean,
there
was other people. When certain things happened and popped, you could hear the theater get louder than us.
100%.
And I was like, wow, that's what I want to hear in the theater.
100%.
Yeah.
All that to say, I'm giving this a solid. No, I can't. I'm gonna give it a solid 5. I'm gonna give it a solid 5. They did what I hoped they would, and then some. They surprised me on multiple levels, in different ways that I did not see coming. Even the jokes, I could not see the jokes coming from a mile away. The banter, could not see coming from a mile away. The first 5 minutes of this film are by far some of the most absurd opening credits of any movie I've seen. And I've seen a lot of movies, especially Deadpool movies.
I heard beforehand, someone said it's the greatest opening sequence in a Marvel. I wouldn't go that far.
It's close.
It is close. It is
really close.
It's so many adjectives, you know.
It is really
it's
close.
Shocking, it's surprising, but
I could not write this up. Let's just put it that way. I could not write this up. As long as I would try.
It's disrespectful in a way.
Oh no. It's so many different things.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's fun. It's disrespectful. It's fantastic. I think that's what you do.
Creative.
It's you walk both sides of the line. You don't walk the line. You have a foot on both sides, running full speed, and
Yeah.
you don't apologize for anything. This is the movie that needed to be made this year, at this time. All the years of getting Deadpool wrong, I'm talking about Fox now. All the years of Wolverine not doing things 100% like they should have, getting everything exactly perfect now. And them doing it right. The writers, the showrunners, the producers, Ryan, understanding when to do things in this movie, because they don't give you everything all at once at the beginning. They build up to certain things. They give you certain aspects of this team up, and it's wonderful. All right, it's only been day 1 of San Diego Comic-Con. Technically 2 days, but we only count it as day 1. So we got 3 more days of absolute epicness, absurdness, exhaustion, and more fun things coming. A ton of interviews are dropping soon. More clips from Hall H. We have a lot of news that it's going to be breaking over the next few days. And our Geekcast rating. That brings our overall Geekcast score to a 4.65, if I do my math correctly. Not too shabby, as I always say. Thanks, everybody, for sticking with us throughout this weekend. Like I mentioned, a ton more happening, a ton more going on. We'll have plenty of stories that we don't even get on camera. Let's just say we're running into legends left and right over here.
Yeah, I met someone today on the show floor that I was like, how are you not being mobbed right now? Does not anyone understand who you are and like how now this person was or is in like the landscape of like greatness right now on TV? And he was like, yeah, I mostly don't get recognized. I look like a generic white guy. And I was like, oh my gosh. But he was talking to Rob Liefeld at the time. I recognized Rob, and then the other guy, I was like, I know him from somewhere. And then it clicked. It all clicked. And I was like, that's the guy. That's him. And we had a long conversation. And we talked about Star Wars.
And I will tell my story later about how we didn't get into a party, and yet, because of that, I met one of the greatest and also one of the worst superheroes of all time. More coming very soon. Stay tuned. From San Diego Comic-Con, I am Ted, aka Steady, and this is the one and only David. See you soon.
Peace.